Time to spill the tea with Spicy V.
Welcome to Spill the Tea with Spicy V. Today we are here with Daniel Cusimano from Circle Season 3 and All of Our Hearts. Welcome to the show.
Hi, baby.
You're from the Circle. That's amazing. We all watched you on Netflix. So did you always know that you wanted to play yourself?
No, I actually applied as my best friend Allie, and then a month after the call, they were like, we're obsessed with you, like, you have to go in as yourself. And I said, who else better to be than me, bitch? So then, the rest is history.
That's actually some tea right there. So you literally applied as someone else, but went on as yourself. That must make you feel so good, like you really are like that bitch, where they're like, you have to be you.
Listen, all I had to do was me to get on that show, and I said, wow, you bitches had to hide behind the face. So I said, can't relate.
You weren't shocked that James won? Like, why?
Yeah, I'll say this. Nick and Kay were never going to win. They were always too popular. I was hoping Ashley was going to win my season. But, like, at the end of the day, I think they just didn't assume him, which is a great strategy to play into. And so, yeah, I love James. Still, like I said, James, if you're going to win, bitch, like, if you're going to take me out, you better win. And so, thank God he did. Or I would have been so pissed.
Yeah, no, he's good. And he's freaking hilarious. Like, his freaking Instagram, like, the face that he makes, I can't. I die every time.
I can't even mimic it. It's always like a...
The Michelle situation? What? Yeah, I'm sorry. What? I was watching that, like, I can't even describe the feeling that I had watching that.
It was literally so mind-boggling and insane because when we filmed the show, all we had to go off of was season 1. So we had no twists, we had no turns.
Oh.
So to see this shit, I just freshly turned 20 years old. Thank God I'm a reality TV show stan. And I was like, bitch, what the fuck is going on? Like, I literally could not believe it. If that happened to me, bitch, oh, I would have been
You would have rallied. You would have, like, I would have rallied. Everyone.
Oh, 100. People would have known it was us, though. Like, if we had that happen to us, people would have known it was you. People would have known it was me. Like, no one can fucking play us.
Yeah, no one can even try to act that. No, that's actually hilarious. Oh, my God. And oh, my God. Everyone in that was actually insane. So you were aligned with Kay and James throughout the game.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, I was. Yeah, I had Kay on the show. It was awesome. She's amazing. Did you ever think she was a catfish at any time?
I will say this. At the beginning, a little bit, because I was like, oh my God, what happens if, like, this is a guy? I was thinking back to season 1, and I was like, what happens if it's, like, Seaburn, like, playing Kay? Because she made the ugliest fucking cake. Like, the ugliest cake. And I was like, there's no way a woman has made the cake like this. And I was like, bitch, what? But I was like, regardless, I loved her. But at the end, I was like, I think she's real. And so it's funny. All of my alliance members were real. And I literally did not care when I came. And I said, you can be a catfish. You can be whoever the fuck you want. I don't care. As long as you vote me high. And I aligned with all the real people. And I was like, well, shit, you know.
That's crazy. Like, out of everyone you could have aligned yourself with, like, that's some badass shit right there. Like, really,
it was queen shit. It was me, Roxana, Kay, James. Like, I was like, we are the baddest motherfuckers in this whole entire place, and no one can tell me differently.
Would you ever play Big Brother?
It's funny, I actually almost didn't do the Circle because I was like, I've always wanted to do Big Brother. Like, since I was 12 years old, I was like, that's my dream. I've seen every season of US. I've seen 7 seasons of Canada. Literally, I don't know if I should say this, but my license plate is literally BB Dan. Like, literally, what? Big Brother Daniel. Like, literally, I'm not even kidding you. Like,
oh my God, you're manifesting this shit. You will be on Big Brother.
Ever since I was a kid. So if there's someone who's gonna fucking cross over from one network to another, it will be me.
It will be. Oh my God.
And I will do whatever I can. It's like my dream show. It's like literally everybody was like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I said, I want to be on Big Brother. Like, that's my dream. Like, I want to be on that show. So yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, Robin Cass, are you listening, Robin?
I know. Robin Cass, Jesse Tenenbaum, where are you at? I'm so far the youngest to ever, like, do a US season. I beat out Jack by a few months, and I said, thank you for the title, bitch.
That's hilarious!
It was amazing, and there was pressure to it because you want to do good, right? And my whole thing is I was like, I want to, like, everybody thinks we're so unassuming and we're dumb and blah, blah, so I played into that. But to be the youngest person ever on a US season of The Circle is, like, very, like, humbling. Like, I applied when I was 19, filmed when I was 20. It came out when I was 21. So it was just,
that's incredible.
It was insane, but I don't know, it was amazing. I lived for it. And I was like, no one better than me because I knew all reality stuff. So I was so happy. But literally, you had Ika Wong on your show, and literally If anybody ever asks, they say, who is your favorite Big Brother player? I always say Ika Wong. Always say Ika Wong.
Legend. A legend.
I would die for her. I would literally take a bullet for her. I'll say this. When is the show where you and I will be on together? That's what I'm waiting for, Miss Girl. That's what I'm waiting for.
So when we win the Amazing Race, then what? Then what?
Then what? Yeah.
Before we like put the circle life in the past, I want to play a quick game with you to see if you still have that, you know, how you called out the alliance. You had the alliance with like the non-cap.
I'm nervous now.
I have 7 pictures of some of my best friends, my friends that I've sent to you.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna say their name, the 2 facts quickly, and then you tell me who you think the 2 catfishes are.
Got it. Love
okay. So Steph was on Big Brother Canada, got a terrible eviction, and went to Mexico within a week. Matt is a French bulldog lover, UFC lover, and boyfriend of Spicy V. Leah, real estate agent, wine lover, loves the fall, and is a true friend. David is an actor, singer, EDM band, bachelor contestant, single. Eric is a club promoter in Toronto, has his own fashion line, and always looks amazing. Telma is a model and a flight attendant, so she sees a lot of the world. And Shay is a mom of 2, engaged, and getting married in Jamaica next year.
Okay, alrighty, okay. So here's my first thoughts. How many photos did you give me? How many people? You gave me
7.
And you gave me 7. Okay, so I'm guessing you're gonna give me like, my brain, I thought 2 girls might have been catfish, right? But I feel like how you work, you do a guy and a girl. I see that for me. I see that for me strategically. My first guess for a catfish is I'm gonna go with Miss Wine Girl. Only reason why is it's too easy. She's a good friend. She likes wine. She's a real estate agent. She's holding wine. Checks out. Like really, like it's giving very like catfish profile. You know.
Okay.
I love EDM guy. Let's say it. Like I don't care if you're a catfish. Like I'm madly in love with you. No one tell my boyfriend this. Anyways. I want to say it's a guy though. I feel like that's your boyfriend, even though I wouldn't especially see him as your type, but I feel like when I was like, oh, that's your man, you were like, yeah, or maybe it's not. I was like, okay, you know, but I low-key see that for you, and I think he treats you really well if he is. So if he is, we'd love to see it. I'm kind of in between the model flight attendant and the club promoter. The club promoter, whoever this man is, I feel like he was on Big Brother Canada. Like I literally like, you know what I mean? Like the Louis Vuitton, like everything. He's a fashion designer. He's wearing the Louis. Of course he's a club promoter. Like, of course he is. But I think you did a guy and a girl.
I'm loving this.
With that being said, if you did do a guy and a girl, I'm going to go with Miss Wine Girl's a catfish. I 100% believe this. And if I'm completely wrong, this is so funny and I'm living for all of it. I'm going to say Wine Girl, and I'm also going to say man wearing a Louis Vuitton belt. If not, my second guess would have been the model / flight attendant. But I'm basing it off of you giving me a guy and a girl as a catfish.
So David, yeah, so that was true. He wasn't a catfish. We love David, so he's gonna love this. But holy fuck, the catfishes were Eric and Telma, so the club promoter and the flight attendant. So you were right, except Leah is the nicest girl you will ever meet. This poor girl's gonna be heartbroken.
You did her dirty being like, she likes wine and she's a good friend. Like, you couldn't give me anything more than that bitch.
Leah, my girl, I'm so sorry, girl. My bad.
I'm so happy. At least I like flushed it. I love that for me. Good job, Daniel.
Yeah, no, literally, good job, because you literally like Eric and Talma, the club promoter and flight attendant, like you nailed that. Leah, like literally, Leah, that was such a good like trick, because I swear to God, you meet her and you're like, nobody's this nice. What there's like, but she is and so I see that nice. You know what? I have some exciting news for you. You know how you're like David's hot.
Yes.
He is in like so many like different Christmas movies. Like you're gonna be really occupied the next.
You let me know what movies those are. It's suddenly on the couch.
Yeah, okay, thank you so much for playing that game for me. I feel like I was semi-selfish because it was just all my friends and super fun.
No, but I love it and I'm obsessed. Are you kidding? I love it.
So let's see. Let's say for somehow I got my boy David to to, you know, clear his evening. We got your boyfriend to once in his life, you know. Your boyfriend's coming, actually. But your boyfriend's coming to... What's like the ideal night for you three? Top to bottom, let's go.
I'll tell you this. Number one, you have to think, I want to say dinner, but I can't because you have to understand, if I'm going to have some type of fun time at night, bitch, I'm going to be eating ice the whole night. You know what I mean? Like, I can't be eating pasta. I can't be eating Taco Bell. So listen, how do we say this? A nice little movie at the movie theater. I have popcorn. You know, I have my little icy moment. I also love a theme park. A little theme park day is very cute, very fun, very awesome. But, you know, have a little movie night or whatever. Go out, maybe like talk at the fucking beach and little midnight picnic. Come back home, put on a movie that like you and I both know we're not gonna watch, and then we get into it. And then we watch the movie and talk, and then maybe get into it again. You know what I mean? It all depends on the vibe.
Okay, so there's levels to this shit.
Oh, it's not a one and done, bitch. I have a drive. Like, you know what I mean? Like we
Let's go, Daniel.
My man was very happy. That's all I can say.
Oh my god. Who's your man?
His name's Stefan. Listen,
So
you want to hear
cute.
the gag about Stefan is he's literally a 5'6" military man. And I'm 6 foot. And I was like, my type is so tall. Like, I love a tall man. And then this man now that I'm dating, I'm like, how did I fall in love with a 5'6"? And now he's bald because he's in the Air Force. I haven't talked to him in like a month and a half. So
Oh my god.
I
That's
know.
awesome. Thank you for
This
his
is cute.
service.
yeah, I know, literally, thank you. Thank
I
you
know,
for his service to the
especially
country
today. Yeah.
and to me.
Stop! Thank you for your service, Evan! And in more than one way. You know, so you said you have a lot of drive, a lot of stamina. Those
Yes.
days in the circle, like, did you like masturbate in there? Or did
No, and that's the gag is I'll say this. I masturbate pretty much every day, like full-fledged, like full transparency every day. But when you're in the game, given you're filmed 24/7, right? Except when you take a shower or go to the bathroom. So like given if I was taking the shower, the cameras turn away and I could have done what I had to do. But babes, I was so stressed about staying in and winning. I was like, bitch, the sex drive. I mean, given I did want to have sex with Jackson on the show, but the sex drive was not there. Like I was like full force ahead, full game ahead. And that's like the longest I've ever been without like masturbating since I was like, what, in middle high school, I want to say.
If you had any tips, like any tips for anyone, like in the bedroom, you know?
Number one, don't use teeth. You know what you shouldn't be using teeth for. Don't use teeth, bitch. Like, unless they really like that, unless they be liking that pain, don't use teeth.
Yes,
also,
team was spicy.
listen, and also just like follow what they're doing. You know, like my first makeout session with a guy, it's actually really funny. I was doing a musical and it was with this random guy. And I literally was like, I don't know how to make out. I was looking up a WikiHow on how to make out. I was 18 years old, 19 years old. Literally, I'm not kidding you, the WikiHow, bitch. And I said, fuck it. I'm just going to follow along his footsteps. And that's what I did. And I'm a phenomenal kisser from multiple men. They've let me know. Good to know.
Okay, so at the end of every interview, I let my guests ask me a question if they have one. It could be anything. It could be spicy. It could just be a normal question. I came for you for like 30 minutes straight. So if you got anything, let's go.
You can come for me whenever. Okay, I kind of have I have like two quick questions. Number one, would you do Big Brother Canada again?
Yes! Oh my god! I feel like I need to redeem myself. Like I need to go get my bag. Like I left my 100K sitting in that house. I gotta go get it.
And so my like question to you is, what is one thing you would do differently? Like, what is a mistake you made you would not make the second time going back?
Oh my god, that's such a good question. I would freaking not work. Like I was trying to work with people who like didn't really want to, not that they didn't want to work with me that much, but I feel like they were already aligned with other people and I knew that, but I just felt like I had a better chance of winning by working with them. So I kept putting my effort into working with people, but when I should have been working with people who wanted to work with me, you know what I mean? So I would say just work with people who want to work with you and just build that strong alliance from the start. Thank you so much for coming on Spill the Tea with Spicy V, Daniel. This was one for the books. Like they're not even ready for this.
Babes, anytime you want to chit chat, talk, whatever, you know my number, you know my line. I will talk to you anytime. I'm obsessed.
Click that subscribe button for more spice.